Another week, another tower vendor roll reset. I cheated this week, and you can probably just not even skip to the end because I don't think there's a single good roll this week. But if you want to watch the video all the way through, that would be much appreciated. Or you can just come watch me trash on this persistence extended mag crowd control roll. Man, if this had like counterbalance on it, that would actually be a really interesting roll. Like extended mag plus crowd control could be interesting. I know the extended mag plus persistence together does make for an interesting perk combo, but the base stability of the weapon is just too low to really warrant even using it. The Free Will 3 hand cannon, reactive reload, triple tap, or hammer forged, high caliber rounds in kind of a bad archetype, and then this doesn't know what it wants to do. Triple tap here, it's like, okay, be a PvE, reactive reload, but the base reload speed could be a little bit higher. You have to use reload gloves. It's just kind of all over the place. Doesn't really do one specific thing well. Does a lot of things mediocrely well. That's probably not a word. Hot swap, fitted stock, cascade, flared magwell, hip fire. That's nothing good there. Bad counsel. We got final round small bore knee pads. Hand-loaded hip fire. Boy, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel this week so far. Deposition 7, Firefly, perfect balance, mulligan, arm piercing round, snapshots, short case. God, that's just like a bunch of perks tossed up in a blender. Oh God, the rolls this week, they are horrifyingly bad. First Citizen, Eye of the Storm, perfect balance, life leech, armor piercing, quick draw. Does everything have armor piercing rounds this week? God. Okay, so New Monarchy has nothing. And we have the 0-day dilemma, counterbalance, small bore, pendant mag, spray and play danger close. Well, spray and play, a pendant mag, and counterbalance will make for a very consistent weapon, but that's not enough for me to really recommend it to you. B29 party favor with third eye, small bore, feather mag, Eye of the Storm, life support. Nope. There's a hand cannon bounty for those that do care. The hero formula with hidden hand, braced frame, explosive rounds, life support, and who's next. I do like braced frame and hidden hand on this particular roll here, but God, reducing the magazine size on a fast rate of fire scout rifle, I cannot abide by that. I cannot recommend that. The palindrome this week has reactive reload, Icarus, outlaw, oh man, true sight, sure shot, amazing, but then it has reinforced barrel. So I can't recommend it to you because one of the strengths about hand cannons, or at least the palindrome, is that it has wonderfully high stability. So it's very easy to shoot. And hurting that, why would you hurt your stability stat, which you need to consistently shoot a hand cannon for more range, which again, you also need to consistently shoot a hand cannon. I just much rather get something rifle barrel that affects just the reload. So do not get the palindrome this week unless you are okay with having a poor stability stat. Hot swap, perfect balance, snapshot, spray and play Icarus. So this each new day I wouldn't recommend using it because it's in a weird archetype for fusion rifles. But Icarus is very interesting on fusion rifles. I've been playing a lot with True Vanguard and he has been wrecking people. 44 curtain call, full auto reinforced barrel, perfect balance, close hand or personal, knee pads. Full auto's cute. Close hand or personal, cute, reinforced barrel. Hey, that ups the consistency. So full auto, it's like arc damage. This is a PvE roll, but at this point, it's not a very good PvE roll. Hidden hand, hand loaded, high caliber rounds, relentless tracker, cascade. Well, hidden hand is really good. This particular rate of fire class of impact class of sidearms is just not very appealing for either PvE or PvP. High caliber rounds, hidden hand, good combo together. Hand loaded even better since it does up the range. But this little tree here doesn't really do anything for you. So pass. Event Horizon. Oh man, we got Take a Knee so we can get some amazing dank no scope action, but just by crouching. Oh, and then perfect balance up the stability, and then I don't know, perfectionist. If someone can land a montage of hitting 3 no scopes and refunding their magazine using Take a Knee, I'll give you a shout out on a video, and it has to be done live. Can't be done in a private match. Chaotic Neutral, crowd control, hand-laid stock, rifled barrel, Eye of the Storm, spray and play. Well, spray and play, rifled barrel. Yeah, spray and play, rifled barrel, crowd control. Very good roll for Chaotic Neutral. I'm not amazed. I'm not like that happy with it though. Like linear compensator is going to be great to make you shoot a little bit more consistently, so you don't really need counterbalance. But God, it's just a machine gun. It doesn't do anything incredibly well. It'll kill stuff quick, but I'd recommend something else for PvE or PvP. Something wicked with tracking, snapshot, heavy payload, battle runner, army of one. We get like soft launch and then heavy payload in there. A little more velocity, still max blast radius. Got tracking on there. This is a good baseline rocket launcher. If you don't own a rocket launcher for PvE or PvP with tracking, you might as well pick up that one. I'm still not going to put it in the recommended section at the end because it's a rocket launcher, man. It's not gonna, you're not gonna change the game just by firing a rocket. I just noticed Dado is probably here making this exact same video. Hi, Dado. A Godrolls. What does Dead Orbit have? I'm gonna guess not anything too particularly amazing here. We have the Extremophile 011 Persistence, Hammer Forged, Hot Swap, High Caliber Round, Snapshot. So, High Caliber Rounds makes us good for PvE and PvP, but nothing else about this weapon makes me say that you have to get it. The Keystone, with Firefly, Small Bore, Quick Draw, and a bunch of other really mediocre perks on here. We have the Worlds to Come 01 with Hidden Hand, Hammer Forged, Performance Bonus, Quick Draw. Ooh, you can make like a little baby Plan C with Quick Draw and Hammer Forged and Hidden Hand. Just quickly swap to it. Little baby Plan C. Nah, not that amazing. Last Ditch, Full Auto, Hammer Forged, Close Hand or Personal, Flared Magwell, Quick Draw. It's a shotgun. It'll shoot stuff in full auto for you. We have the Bitter Edge with Hidden Hand, Hammer Forged, Mulligan, Explosive Round, Snapshot, Ambush, Taxus. Yep, nothing good there. Onto Dust with Cluster Bombs, Perfect Balance, Spray and Play, Field Scout, Snapshot. Well, Field Scout, Spray and Play, Cluster Bombs does make for a good boss damage rocket launcher, but I can't recommend the base stats are so horrifyingly bad. I can't recommend it for you to actually use it against any bosses. Just go use like a normal machine gun or sniper rifle, like anything. Just don't use that one. The blast radius and everything else are just horrifyingly low. Ranting about it as I inspect the Continental with focused fire, Eye of the Storm, braced frame, rifled barrel, hidden hand. Ooh, rifled barrel and hidden hand together will make for a extremely lethal combo, very consistent. You'll be able to hit headshots with great ease. Eye of the Storm also will be good. Don't use focus fire on auto rifles, by the way. Just don't use focus fire. It's bad. It's bad. Head Seeker, braced frame, rifled barrel, outlaw, partial refund. Oh, okay. So we have sure shot, outlaw, braced frame, head seeker. This is a passable roll. I'm not going to recommend it because it's just not a god roll, but it is interesting enough. We have rifled barrel and outlaw together to give you a great range boost and reload boost, but you're probably going to want to use braced frame on this particular one due to just not having counterbalance in the slot. Head Seeker will up your precision damage if you hit a body shot, but it's not going to be like a massive increase here. You're not going to suddenly be able to kill someone in one burst. It's still going to take 2 bursts, usually 3 in PvP. And PvE, I don't really like this particular archetype in PvE just because it's so slow. It's so slow, and most other pulse rifles, kill tier 1 mobs in one burst already. So this is a little bit overkill for most practical purposes, but Sure Shot, Outlaw, Brace Frame, Head Seeker is a decent PvE role that you might want to go try out sometimes. If you have at this point, if you have vault space and you're okay with trying it out, go for it. Angel's Advocate, Reactive Reload, Braced Frame, Explosive Round, Zen Moment, Last Resort. Oh man, Zen Moment, Braced Frame. Too bad that takes your magazine size down to like 10. Ugh, do not recommend. How dare you? With Third Eye, Small Bore, Lightweight, Triple Tap, Spray and Play. Ah, God. Even if this was a god roll, it just wouldn't be that amazing. X Asterisk with Rangefinder, Perfect Balance, Accelerated Coils, Knee Pads. That's a weird archetype. That probably takes like an entire, like every single bolt has to hit. You can't miss a single one unless you're point blank. Ugh, no thank you. And in PvE wouldn't be good either. Teacup Tempest. Ooh, we have Rangefinder. Ooh, we have Hand Loaded. Ooh, we have Casket Mag. Ugh. Rangefinder and hand loaded, they're great, but you don't need to use them together. Casket mag hurts the stability, which I just don't like doing on sidearms. They're a very spammy weapon class, and having jumpy recoil, just why do you want to make it more difficult to shoot? Occam's Razor with rangefinder and hand loaded, perfect balance, replenish. Oh man, you can like pop your super and get a shot, more ammo back for your shotgun that has a pitifully low range. Don't use it. Seventh Sense with Firefly, small bore, triple tap, perfectionist. Sadly, no. Nope. Oh, we're getting to the end here. Bone Crusher, Counterbalance, Hand-laid stock, appended magazine, unflinching, spray and play. Well, spray and play is good with this low magazine size. Counterbalance makes it more consistent. Hand-laid stock certainly ups stability. I'd probably use appended magazine though, just because, God, does this thing ever need more ammo? So spray and play, appended magazine, counterbalance does make for a very stable, high impact machine gun, which some people like it for PvP. I can't really say I would use this in PvE just because you would be reloading constantly. Disassembly required with tripod and field scout, which is a good combo to have. Vacuum is god awful. So you have Army of One or something else. Yeah, not that amazing. I think this is the first week where I literally can't just say, yeah, I know you need to buy this. It's just a bunch of stuff. The Whale with Hidden Hand, Hammer Forge, Relentless Tracker, Armor Piercing Rounds. No, not a good archetype and just not a very interesting role. Rodeo, Small Bore, Outlaw, Armor Piercing Rounds, Lightweight. That is not a very good role in my opinion. We have the Waiting, Eye of the Storm, Hammer Forged, Knee Pads, Accelerated Coils, Quick Draw. The Quick Draw, Hammer Forged. If this is a different perk, I might recommend that to you for PvP. Not really for PvE though. The Wounded. We have Firefly and Outlaw together, which is always really good on scout rifles. What are their scopes? Range, lens, OEG. Okay, sights. High caliber rounds, great for PvE. Quick Draw, great for PvP. It's a passable roll. It's okay. Not a god roll by any means. The Wormwood with reactive reload, hand loaded, high cal, quick draw. Again, another passable roll. It's okay, but not that amazing. And then finally we have the Warpath with tracking, tripod, perfect balance, flared magwell, and quick draw. Yeah, can't really recommend that to you either. Tripod is really nice though with tracking, so you will hold 3 more in the mag and you'll do tons of damage. All right, that's it for this. No, there's not going to be a section here at the end where I'm like, hey, you need to buy this, because I can't say, hey, you need to buy any of this. Probably the first week in a very long time that I've had to do that. So I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.